And every single day,
the more enemies we kill.
We're spending trillions and trillions of dollars.
You know, people say, all right, this is your fault.
It's not your fault.
All I know is you're not selling anything.
But Fed's not done, and I'm going to tell you why.
Welcome back to Sean's Show, episode number 20. Haters said we couldn't do it, and they were wrong. We proved our haters wrong, namely my father, who said I could never make it to episode 20. Fuck you, Dad. Suck my dick. No, he loves the podcast. He texts me. He's like, I watch the show. I'm like, I don't want my father watching my podcast. You know, my family, some of my family has listened to this show, Josh. Mm-hmm. And one of my family members, I shouldn't even really, this is very low of me to even say on the feed.
You can cut it if you don't.
I can. I'm not going to cut it. Okay. I want to say it.
Say it.
They're like, some of my family members want me to return to God.
Were they religious?
Yeah, I come from like a Catholic family.
Okay.
And so, which I truly love my family. They're really great people, but my family should not listen. My family should not listen to this show. I mean, I think they the thing is, I hope that like with amongst all the vile shit that I say on the show, mm-hmm. like I think I want people to secretly watch this show. That's what I want.
Oh yeah, it's verbal pornography. Yes.
I want people to watch it in private, and I want to be a show where people are like, "Oh, I hate that show," but then in secret they like it. Like I want people to feel like they're cheating on their beliefs by listening to this. That's what I want. You know what I mean?
I do know what you mean, but why do you want that?
Because I'm a bad guy. I'm a bad.
No bad guy has ever said it like that. Because I'm a bad guy.
Because I'm a bad boy. I'm a bad boy. I have bad beliefs.
Okay.
And I only fuck bad bitches. I'm an atheist.
Yeah. I think you're gonna end up being the most Catholic comedian when you're 40s.
You think I'm gonna do
50s.
a flip?
Yeah.
If this show ever makes money, let's knock on wood. When the show makes money and Palantir is at $100 a share, it's down today. I'm sorry, what are we gonna call Sean's Show fans? Palantirians?
Isn't that taken already?
Shawnees?
No, not Shawnees.
Shawnees is lame.
Yeah.
Sean's Army.
Nothing Army. You can't have
Army is retarded.
It. Yeah.
The retards.
That's a good one.
The Sean tards. That's bad. The gay losers. Whatever. I'll let anyway, we got a lot of news to cover.
They're all venture capitalists.
I hope. I honestly want the median income of people that listen to this to be like $500,000.
That's what you're gonna call them. You call them venture capitalists.
The venture capitalists.
Yeah.
The capitalists.
Yeah.
I mean, actually, on Patreon, I think I forget what my Patreon levels are even called. One of them is angel investor,
okay,
for $5 a month, and then other one's general partner. Subscribe to the Patreon, by the way. Lots of great content. There's 2 levels: $5 a month and $10 a month.
Oh, I thought you said you got 2, saying that.
No. Oh, there is 2. One of them is your boy Atrox, shout out, and then there's me.
Yeah,
I subscribe to my own Patreon.
When are you gonna start doing merch?
Pretty soon, dude. I have some ideas for some. I have a joke about. In my stand-up, which, by the way, I'm going to be on the road next year. Shit's actually happening. Who knew that a dead grandfather would help you propel a comedy career? My grandfather dying literally made a huge difference in my ability to invest in my comedy career.
Yeah.
And that's not me being cold or crass. It's just facts. What else am I going to spend the fucking money on? Like you said, my girlfriend?
Well,
partially I do.
Well, you're not saying that you'd rather have the money than your grandfather.
That's what I'm saying.
So it's
That's
not
exactly what I'm saying, Josh.
You'd rather.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay. Never mind that. Never mind that.
No, it's exciting, but no, I might get merch. We're gonna do a lot of fun stuff, dude. Things are looking up for you too.
Yes.
This is what podcasting is, by the way. It's kind of like talking ourselves up to the point where people actually like believe it, and then they like.
I feel like no one believed mine because I was just yes, things are
things
going
are
good.
Things are going well for you, you know, and we're working with some of the biggest names in comedy, and that's not a lie.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's good.
And now I'm really stroking my ego.
Yeah.
We got to cut that out. That was shitty.
Why? Other people.
I just feel like I don't want to come off as arrogant. Like I want to come off as I'm a humble guy, right, Josh? You think I'm humble?
No, I think you have dictatorship tendencies.
You think I have the qualities of a dictator?
You just did the laugh of a dictator right now.
I'm gonna kill you. Off with your head.
It's not your fault. You were only child. Every only child is a dictator.
Only children do have fascist energy.
Yeah.
Was Hitler an only child?
No, I think he had brothers.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm gonna find out right now.
Let's find that out. I'm curious to see if our foe, I almost said our friend.
What?
I do not support him. No.
I don't know. I was looking on my phone. I can look on here.
Just type in there you are. I have too many apps on my fucking.
I need glasses, dude. I can't see no more at all.
Healthcare's fucked. A lot of great news coming up, guys. We're just gonna look up real quick if Hitler was an only child, and then we'll get to the news. Thanks for listening, by the way. If you're a listener, we are we're exciting news. Should we reveal the news?
Quite a bit.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Otto Hitler, Ida, Gustav. Imagine being like brothers Johann George and Johann Nepomuk Hitler are associated with Adolf Hitler in several ways. What happened to Hitler's brother and sister? Angela died of a stroke on October 30, 1949. Her brother, Alois Jr., died on 20 May 1956. At the time, his name was Alois Hitler. Did they change their name?
Well, that's not even like trying. Keeler?
Yeah. I mean, also,
They'll
like,
never figure it out.
yeah, she's like ordering at Starbucks. Can I get a name for the order? Yeah, Alois Hitler. What?
Yeah.
Hiller.
It's like they started their name and then ended with Healers.
Well, that's an episode for another day. Let's explore. We will eventually explore Hitler's past, but we have too much gay news to get to.
Got it.
Lots of gay. There's a lot. The theme of this episode is
Gay news.
everyone's having gay sex.
Okay.
And the Pope is on board. Did you see that?
With gay marriage. He didn't say gay sex. He said gay marriage.
And he
same-sex marriage.
and then Pope did a little.
You don't even have to be gay. You can be straight and still get married.
The Pope did a little wink. He goes, if you're a gay couple, I will be able to bless you. The Lord. I love how, like, when the Pope comes out, isn't it funny? This is funny. Isn't it funny that the Pope comes out with like new rules?
No, that's
for
not
the
what-
religion.
That's not what he's supposed to do. That's what
he does, though.
But that's why That's why there's a
people hate
sector
him?
of the Catholic Church is very upset with him because they're like, you can't do what you want to do. There, this is tradition. You got to carry it. And he's like, no, I'm bringing you into modern times.
And that's crazy. It's crazy that the Pope. What does the Pope do? Does he go talk to God? Does he go speak with God and be like, hey guys, I just spoke with God. I have great news. Gays are chill now.
Yeah,
that's what he says.
You're saying it wrong. It's pronounced Taylor Swift. He talks to Taylor Swift. And he's like, this is the.
I talked he's Italian, right?
What's scary
I
is
spoken with the Taylor.
There's those like have you ever heard of Knights of Columbus?
Yes.
That's like
my grandfather was in the Knights of Columbus.
That's like Catholic Freemason, right?
Right.
And so
it's a nationwide. It's not like Illuminati though. Like anyone can join the Knights of Columbus, right?
Anybody can join the Freemasons.
But I thought it was like an exclusive, cool.
I guess as you get to higher levels, there's probably exclusivity, but
not at the ground level.
Yeah, to be one, ask one. It's something like that. So you just go ask a Freemason. But I don't know exactly how it works for Knights of Columbus. The point is, what I'm trying to say is like their whole thing is you follow the Pope. Whatever the Pope says, you follow what the Pope says, and you teach that, right?
Yeah.
And then there's so whatever the Pope's doing, they're like, yes, okay, he's moving this. Okay, we'll go with that. Okay, and then you have another side of Catholics who are like, what the fuck? This is not the Pope. This was this guy who was. They believed that Benedict was the Pope still, because he would still because he didn't die. Usually, you're the Pope until you die. They just voted him out.
Yeah,
and I don't know how.
Oh, okay. So there's like Orthodox Catholics that are like, we still
Orthodox
follow the
is
Benedict.
Your
Russian shit, right?
Yeah,
like
Russian. Yeah.
And but those are more conservative Catholics,
right?
They follow.
I think I'm not sure if Protestants like this, but it's like Catholicism, but without all the saints and everything.
Well, from what I understand, there's like the Orthodox, and then there's like Palestine, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then Palestine, those guys bombed Israel
I don't think they're Catholic. Yeah.
You don't think they're Catholic?
No, I don't think so.
Why don't you ever see a Catholic extremist?
You do it in Ireland.
Terrorist? They're
Yeah.
like Catholic extremist terrorists?
Remember the Protestants and the Catholics fought in Ireland?
Oh, and the IRA?
Yeah.
I went to a this is not a road story because I was in Austin, thank God. We can do this story. Can you hit the button anyway? Are the buttons off? Oh well. I think it's the green one.
Oh, there we go. Let me do it one more time. There we go.
Road, not a road story. Dude, I was at a Irish bar and I was talking with this guy about Israel-Palestine. And I'm Irish, but I really don't know the heritage of Ireland. I don't know the history of Ireland. I feel very disconnected from Irish culture. And I was talking, and this guy was teaching me about Irish culture. And I was very interested. I was like, oh, like, I didn't even know that the United Kingdom colonized Ireland. I didn't know that it was a colony of the English kingdom for a long time. And then they were liberated. Right?
And leprechauns too.
And leprechauns were fucking. Yeah. And that's what the rainbow comes from. Yeah. That was where the pride flag comes from. It comes from greedy Irish leprechaun farmers. No, he was like teaching me some cool shit. And then like I drew an analogy. I was like, oh, like, so like Ireland was a colony and they were like liberated. And I was like, is that kind of like what's happening with Israel Palestine? Like, would you say that like Israel is to the UK as Palestine is to Ireland? And he was like, yes, that's actually a great comparison. You know, the
Irish guy said this?
Yes, Irish guy said this. And then
he's like, yes, we are also like Gaza.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Yeah.
He literally said that. And then and I was like having a good conversation with him. And then I was like, you know, have you ever experienced this where you just like you're talking with someone and you agree with them and all of a sudden they say something and you're like, oh, no. Like we were talking about Israel and
yeah, people do that to me all the time. Like I see their face change. Like they're like, I like.
Are you the guy that does it?
I'm the guy that does it. And they're like, oh shit.
Well, hopefully,
I'm talking to this guy.
Not, dude. Well, in my case, it was like he was like, I was like, man, what's happening in Gaza is really sad. And he was like, well, you know, they're the greediest race. Some shit like really anti-Semitic shit.
Yeah.
He's like, well, you know, they want that land because you know the Jews are greedy. And I'm like, dude.
Yeah.
Like. I don't even know what to say. I didn't know what to say. I was like, you're an Irish anti-Semite. I don't even know, like, and I told him, do you see my nose? You're going to say that to me? You're going to look at me and you're going to call my race greedy? If anything, the Irish are greedy. The Irish are the greediest race. They wanted food. But he did say 1 million people died in that famine. Yeah. He was like kind of like, you know that thing, what is this thing that Republicans talk about, the oppression Olympics?
I've never
heard of the oppression Olympics is like when different groups compete and argue over who's more oppressed.
Okay.
It's like a pity party.
Yeah.
And so he was doing that. He was like, oh, the Palestinians, they don't, you know, this is an Irish bar in Austin that I went to. Yeah. And he was talking about, oh, you know, whatever, 20,000 Palestinians die. Call me when you get to 50,000. He goes, 1 million people died of starvation in Ireland. That's a genocide.
The potato famine?
The potato famine.
Yeah.
And he said it was the potato famine. He's like hammered. Yeah. He's hammered. I love getting an Irish guy hammered and like get him talking about Irish politics. I like went in there. I was like, what's the IRA? Is that good or bad? And he's like, I'll tell you about the IRA.
Is IRA... is that a...
I guess it's a terrorist group?
Yeah, but is it right wing or left wing?
I don't even know. Europe is so weird like that because the politics are like weird. It's like there's like it's not like in a direct analogy of the U.S. politics.
Yeah.
Because like
there's like yellow cards and red cards and 2-minute warnings.
Yeah. They call it football. Yeah. They wear weird hats.
Yeah.
They fucked up teeth. Europe is worse than America. Would you agree?
I've only been in a couple places in Europe.
Where have you been in Europe?
Siena, Rome, England, Switzerland. But no, Switzerland's just the airport.
Yeah.
I flew humongous people.
Switzerland? Like fat?
No.
Oh,
tall.
like tall.
Everybody was just ghostly white and tall.
Damn.
It was crazy. And then England, we drove from one airport to another airport, and it was raining, and it's like, oh, so this is England. And then the only one I really got to see was Siena, which was beautiful.
In Italy?
In Italy, Siena, when it was snowing, and Rome. Rome was cool, but Rome's more like touristy.
Yeah.
And Siena, I was like, everything just closes.
Wow.
You forget, like you from the United States, from Texas, whatever, everything's, Buc-ee's is 24 hours, whatever. You know what I mean?
Right.
You can go get whatever you want. No, when shit closes down, it's like you're in a tiny town. And then like lunch is like fucking forever. Like you sit down and you eat for like 2 or 3 hours.
That's crazy.
And then nobody gives you ice. All the water's sparkling.
This sounds horrible. This sounds really bad.
It's a good place to get drunk and have a lot of sex. But I went with my parents, so I didn't get to do any of that. We saw churches
Ugh.
the whole time.
And
But I love architecture, though.
Yeah.
That was a cool
The
thing.
architecture's sick.
Where you walk down an alley and you turn, and there's this 2,000-year-old fucking statue carved into the side of a building that's from 2,000 years ago. It's like, this is insane.
I thought you were going to talk. I thought you meant like decentralized crypto architectures.
No.
I thought you were walking through Italy seeing a guy coding decentralized crypto architectures, which we will get to.
And the women, for some reason, oh, never mind. I won't say it. I was going to, fuck it. I guess because they smoke a lot.
Uh-huh.
But it was like,
They're thin?
they're not fat at all, but it's like 20 and then 40. Everybody's just skips 30s.
Really?
Yeah. It's
Oh,
like
they age fast?
Yeah. It's like 20s and then your 40s.
Well, that's what fascism will do to you, Josh. That's what fascism does to
I
young
just thought
women.
it was all the smoking.
No.
Yeah.
Smoking is good for you.
Everybody smokes.
Smoking is good. Thank you for smoking if you smoke. You know it's bad for you, vaping. Vape's got to go, dude.
Yeah.
I'm so like disgusted with comics vape. Everyone vapes these days.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I feel like people forget that there's no such thing as a shortcut. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, there's less tar in it, isn't it?
I mean, I don't even know if it's a good alternative to smoking. Do we even, is the jury still out on the science behind vaping, or is it objectively healthier?
I would assume it's healthier, because if you ever take a drag from a cigarette and through like a paper towel, look at the back of the paper towel, it's filthy, right?
Right.
You take a drag out of a vape, it's not
All it says is gay.
Yeah. I mean, there's the risk right there if you're worried about that. Yeah.
You take a drag of a cigarette, it's like a disgusting, bloody black mass.
They say popcorn lung is a thing, but I don't know what that means.
I think it's like, if anything, that sounds cool. It sounds like I love popcorn.
Yeah.
And I love vaping. I actually do vape. That was secretly.
Why do you hate vape so much?
Just the culture of it. I feel like people that vape, it's like this 2016 hype beast fucking SoundCloud rapper bullshit. You know what I mean? It's just it's a annoying culture.
As long as
it's an annoying culture. Right?
It's you can vape as long as you don't play like those, like you're gonna blow O's and then like fucking make it move and then do all these tricks. Like, all right,
That requires talent.
okay, so that you do respect.
I respect people that blow O's.
Yeah,
How about this? You can only vape if you can blow O and like push it, I don't know, push it into like your mom's mouth. I don't know. How about this? You can vape if you, as long as you can blow an O and push it over to the judge that's about to sentence you for murder. That's what everyone that vapes and blows O's is like a criminal. But like bad crimes, not like cool crimes like selling drugs. Like I think people that vape and they blow O's, they have skeletons. They have skeletons, dude.
I just think they have
Or they don't get pussy. I don't know what
oral
it is.
fixations. That's what
Oral fixations.
Yeah.
Yeah. They like O's.
Yeah.
You know what? How about you know what really impressed me? If you could vape and instead of blowing an O, you could blow like a fucking, I don't know, blow me a new house. Blow me a new house.
Yeah.
Blow me a car. How about blow yourself a GED, fucking losers? Blow yourself. Success, not an O. An O ring. You know what else failed? You know your failure. You know what else failed? The O ring on the Challenger.
It was an O-ring.
It was the O ring,
and they told Reagan.
And they told Reagan that it was good. They were good to go, right?
No. They told Reagan that, hey, this could happen. Reagan's like, I don't give a fuck. You launched that shit.
his quadruple chin. He goes, launch it.
Yeah.
Launch the rocket. The engineer that sounded the alarm on the Challenger was actually we went to my college, dude.
Really?
He went to my university. It's crazy, bro. Does he launch this? Is there a video of him?
I don't know. I'm gonna find out if there's an audio recording. Challenge prisoner disaster speech.
Is the Bluetooth linked up? Let's see if we should let's watch, dude.
But this is after. This is not before.
I'm down. Let's watch the aftermath because I'm honestly down.
Okay. Which one? This one?
Yeah. Let's see if it's connected.
Might not be.
Yeah. Let's go to the Bluetooth.
It won't be under Bluetooth.
It is. Amazing. All right. If you're just listening, this is Ronald Reagan right after the Challenger rocket exploded.
Yeah.
Okay. This is really hot news. This is this week. Ladies and gentlemen, the Challenger rocket has exploded, killing everyone on board. That's my bad.
When was Iran Contra?
The events of earlier today have led me to change those plans. Today is a day for mourning and remembering. Nancy and I are pained to the core by the tragedy of the Shuttle Challenger. We know we share this pain with all of the people of our country. This is truly a national loss. 19 years ago, almost to the day, we lost 3 astronauts in a terrible accident on the ground. But we've never lost an astronaut in flight. We've never had a tragedy like this.
Josh. And then he goes, the Challenger rocket has exploded and we've lost 8 astronauts on board. And that's why we need to stop radical Islamic terrorism.
It was
from
communism at the
destroying
time.
radical communist. He goes, the Challenger rocket has exploded. And you know what? Who did it? It was those communist Reds in the Viet Cong. He goes, ladies and gentlemen, the Viet Cong has infiltrated the Challenger rocket. And that's why we're invading Vietnam. We're sending our boys over there to avenge the school teachers that were murdered on the Challenger rocket.
What it was they were funding South American guerrilla groups at the same time that this was happening.
Oh, really?
And so I think
is that Iran Contra? Is that what that is?
Yeah, but that didn't happen. That wasn't exposed till November of that year, and this is January of that year. So I wonder. I don't know. I wonder if it's like, hey, look over here, hurry up, like you know what I mean?
I mean,
because they don't want it to be exposed.
I think it was probably just a distraction of convenience.
Yeah,
just a convenient thing. I wouldn't be surprised if it was a conspiracy though. But here's the thing: it's gonna happen again. Like this kind of disaster will happen again, because guys, my classmates who I went to school with and I studied aerospace engineering with, they're not smart. They're not smart. They will send people in the air to die. They'll send people into space to burn to death. I'm telling you. Guys, I cheated my way through school and people will copy my answers on the tests at aerospace engineering school.
Sorry, I was looking this up. I don't know. It has to charge.
Oh, it's a fucking paywall.
Yeah,
whatever.
I was looking at the other conspiracy where they're saying that none of them actually died.
Oh, it's like a reverse Sandy Hook.
Oh shit!
You're like, oh my god, the Challenger disaster was so. Josh, that's actually kind of funny. Like a revert, it's kind of weird because you're like, oh, they were actors.
Space shuttle.
Oh, it's a conspiracy. It's a debunking.
Yeah, they debunked.
Oh god, what a horrible photo.
Saying false, but who are the ones that they're saying
that they couldn't find the bodies?
Not that they could find the bodies. That this is so. The conspiracy goes that this is the Challenger crew, actually. But then they go and they show all these pictures of these people
who are still alive,
and they're saying they didn't die.
I love how that's just another Asian dude. That's just a different Asian guy. This is a retarded conspiracy. Yeah, you're like, you know the Challenger crew's still alive? Look at this. I'm like, that's a photo of Andrew Yang.
See that? Here's one of them.
That's just a different guy. That's like clearly a different guy.
CEO of Cows and Trees.
That's the thing with conspiracies. It just gets. This is like look at his teeth. The teeth.
There's a gap, no gap. Hey, that's why you do the little changes.
Oh right. You get a little work done. Okay, okay. All right, Josh. This is clearly too. How do you even know about this? Because this is like one of the
worst ones.
This is crazy. That's like a black woman and a white woman.
Yale law professor.
So wild. Nobody familiar with. Can we go up?
Oh, go ahead.
Nobody familiar with either person would confuse these two. Oh, they're just deconstructing.
Yeah, the whole thing.
Yeah. Well, anyway.
Oh, that's the other thing. They start showing the
ancestry.
No, the date of birth.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, anyway, that was a fun little diversion.
Yeah.
We have to get to the gay sex, Josh. I forgot.
Okay.
We have to say I have ADHD. We have to get focused. Okay, actually, where do you want to start? We have to do this. I mean, we don't have time for everything. There's so much to cover.
Well, let's start with the Senate one.
Okay, I actually don't even have that because it was such a big story.
Oh wow.
I don't have it on my list, but I mean, yeah. If you haven't heard, you live under a fucking rock. A White House staffer. I think it was an intern, right?
That's what they're saying, but they're also saying that it could be what's that Republican's name? I can't remember his name.
Oh, it was like a plant?
No. Like
a sabotage from the GOP?
They're saying that the back of his head looks like this other senator. They're like, this is him.
I mean, it's all white guys. All their heads look the same. So let's just go to let's go to just a news article and we can get set the stage first, and then we can watch the video.
It a video?
Oh yeah, and we're not watching it. We could listen to it.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's see. What do we want to? Let's go NBC.
Okay.
So, big story of the week, guys. I mean, this is insane, and it just goes to show that the state of. I like this. This is what's good for politics. Remember, Josh, a few weeks ago, the guy with a chainsaw was elected.
Mm-hmm.
He had a chainsaw, and he's now the president of Argentina. And
he's closing down the banks.
And he's shutting down the central banks. Actually, did you hear that he actually pulled back on a lot of that, on the aggression with which he's doing that. Yeah, apparently. Once he's in, he knows that he's in power.
He's like, this isn't as easy as I thought it was going to be.
Either he's like, oh, this is like, you know what happened with that, guys? The Argentinian president's like, I'm going to close the central bank. I'm going to chainsaw my way through all the regulation. Yeah. Then he became president, and he sat down with George Soros and the real leaders of the world, and they said, you can get the Argentina off the dollar, but we'll murder you and your whole family.
Well, no, he actually made the dollar their currency now.
Or sorry, off the peso onto the dollar. Yeah, my bad. Yeah. But it's tough. You can't just do that. Yeah. And that just proves that the bureaucracy of a government is always more powerful than the president. Mm-hmm. And that's the same case with the U.S. But you know what's more powerful than bureaucracy, Josh? A 5-inch dildo getting rammed in your ass, which is what happened in the Senate.
How do they know it's a 5-inch dildo?
I just made that up.
Oh, okay.
It's probably more like 12, if we're being honest.
Okay.
But I'm glad this is a good story. This, honestly, gay sex happening in the Senate is like, that to me tells me that America is getting back on track.
This has been happening.
We're back on track
for a long time, I believe.
But I'm glad it's being reported on. Okay. We need more of this. You know, when I heard the story, I think I forgot who told me the story initially. When someone told me that there was like secret gay sex happening in the Senate, I was like, what time? Can I join? Can I join? Is it like sanctioned?
Yeah.
Is it like, was it a hearing? Honestly, I'd rather watch that than a fucking Senate hearing. You know how boring Senate hearings are? Yes or no? Give me a yes or no answer. Did you email the CEO of Google 3 years ago about anti-competitive practices at Google. Senator, it's a very complicated topic. Yes or no, Mr. CEO? That's boring. You know what's not boring? Butt sex.
Yep. I mean, I'm going to take your word for it, but yep.
I've seen it. I've had it. I've witnessed it.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the hearings, not the butts. The hearings. Oh. No, it's a crazy story. So a staffer is alleged by conservative outlets. Well, okay. I mean, the video. I mean, like I love this. I love this headline. Senate staffer alleged by conservative outlets to have had sex in a hearing room is no longer employed. There's no alleged here, guys. Let's make one thing clear. It's not alleged. It's not alleged. Alleged means it may or may not have happened. We all know that it happened, unless it's a deep fake. It's not a deep fake.
Deep
but
fake.
It's not fake, but it was deep.
Yeah,
it was deep. And the staffer is, I guess, was fired. And it was basically it was an aide to Senator Ben Cardin, who I've never heard of, Democrat from, what is that? Mass MD, Maine? No. What's MD? What state is that? I'm so dumb. MD. Madison. No.
Madison.
That's not a state.
That's not Montana.
Maryland. Duh. Senator of Maryland. Okay. Conservative news outlets allege that the aide to Senator Ben Cardin appeared in a leaked video showing men having sex in a Senate hearing room.
Getting butt fucked.
Getting butt fucked. And the staffer has a name that kind of reminded me of Alexandra Ocasio-Cortez. Aiden Mays. That's a hell of a name. Can you read that name? Aiden
Siropisky.
Aiden Mais Charovsky is no longer employed by the U.S. Senate. We will have no further comment on this personnel matter. I mean,
who was fucking him?
That's the real question. Who was filming? This has been a difficult time for me, as I have been attacked for who I love to pursue a political agenda. While some of my actions in the past, and this is the staffer who was caught, this has been a difficult time for me. I have been attacked for who I love to pursue a political agenda. While some of my actions in the past have shown poor judgment, I love my job, and I would never disrespect my workplace. Any attempts to characterize my actions otherwise are fabricated, and I will be exploring what legal options are available to me in these matters. Furthermore, if I have the opportunity to have gay sex in the Senate hearing room again, I will be exploring that.
Can I pull up his picture?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, I love gay people. This is not that is such a bad defense. I mean, come on. Good looking guy. That's a great looking guy. Jesus Christ. Andre.
And is this the guy they're saying he was
Aiden, but is Andre like a pseudonym?
Is that the guy they're saying he was with?
Let's check that out. Scroll up. Let's see. Madison Cawthorn to Aiden.
I'm gonna look up the Republican senator.
George Santos? Was it George Santos, do you think?
Who's George Santos?
Oh, George Santos, dude? He was a congressman who was ejected from the Senate this fraudulent. No, he wasn't the guy fucking. Are people like are people like still investigating who it was, or it's definitely this guy, right?
I mean, they say it's that guy. But okay, let's look at this back right here and then look at the back that's at the Senate.
Let's compare butts.
Let's compare backs.
Okay.
Not
compare
butts,
backs.
the back, the top back. I'm gonna look.
Whoa, the guy appeared in an ad with Joe Biden.
Yeah.
Damn, 24 years old. 24 years old, you get caught.
Do the video. I haven't seen the video. I'll put it on you.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Okay, if you're just listening.
Jeez, it's graphic.
It's blurred. I don't even know. I haven't watched this video. Should we play it?
I mean, yeah, go for it. Let's watch gay porn. Go ahead.
No, it's not. I don't think it's gonna play the video.
I think it will. It's only 7 seconds.
Oh, God. Are we allowed to play the audio of porn? I don't even want to do that for our listeners. That's too far.
Well, I don't think he's making noise. Mute it. Please mute it.
I mean, if we mute it, then
we're just watching.
Then we're just watching it.
Where's this other senator?
Do you want to listen to the audio?
I was probably gonna take off the headphones.
Well, if you don't want to listen to it, then our listeners don't. Okay, let's not.
Oh, you gotta play it.
Okay, I'll play a second of it.
All right.
And I apologies in advance. And if this is too crass and too far, I don't want to get reported though, dude. People might report the show for playing sex noises.
Then mute it. Just mute it and then play it.
Let's just play a few seconds of it. Fuck it.
Oh, that ain't no dildo.
Oh, okay. I mean, okay. If you're just let's not show it. Let's not show it.
No.
But I'll describe it to you guys.
I'll describe it.
Basically, it's the hottest video I've ever seen in my entire life. I don't want to show it, but it's basically I'm rock hard. I'm jealous, quite frankly. I'm jealous that I wasn't there.
And you know what's crazy? They just seem like they're just like do do do.
No, it's like it's on. If you actually look at the video, I'm actually in the corner jacking up. I'm actually in the corner like giving a thumbs up.
Yeah.
So I guess you know what's funny about stories like this, Josh, is like some stories are so crazy and so huge that they lose their punch. Like this story is so crazy that I almost like don't give a fuck.
I don't.
You know what I mean?
I don't see why it's crazy. I'm sure this has been happening for a while.
I'm sure there's plenty of sex that did not get leaked.
Yeah.
Hey, if I worked at the White House, I would definitely fuck in the White House.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? If I had the opportunity to do that, who wouldn't fuck in the White House?
And why did they not think they would get caught? Isn't there cameras inside? Like, well,
that's a great point. And what people are saying is that this is like a big power play because maybe they knew that and they're like, oh well, we're gonna tell our friends to turn the cameras off while we fuck. So maybe they had access.
This seems very set up.
I know. Doesn't it seem like
I wonder what's coming around the corner that they're just like, hey, look at this. Literal butt fucking.
Well, where there's
shit.
Where there's butt sex, there's more butt sex.
Where there's fire, where there's smoke, there's fire.
Well, there's fire, there's hot guys. I don't even really know how to make sense of this, other than that I support it I want more of it.
I just want who's filming it and who's fucking them. That's all I want to know. Is it a senator?
It's Joe Biden.
No, it's Joe Biden's son.
It's Hunter Biden. It'd be crazy if it was like a Republican, like because he's a staffer for a Democrat. I want to see him get railed by a staffer for a Republican senator.
This says, "I love my job and would never disrespect my workplace." So is he saying that it wasn't him?
No, he's saying that gay sex in the Senate hearing room is not disrespectful.
That's what I thought he was saying. That's very disrespectful. He's not. Any sex in there is disrespectful.
No, you know what's disrespectful is the fact that the antitrust hearings don't go as I want them to. You know what? Hey, all these people are up in arms about gay sex happening in the Senate hearing room. You know what should piss you off even more? The fact that they interview the Ivy League. You know what should piss you off more than gay sex in the Senate hearing room? That should be the least of your worries. It should be the Ivy League university presidents refusing to condemn anti-Semitism. It should be the fucking idiotic congressmen interviewing TikTok CEOs and they don't even know how to connect to Wi-Fi. These dumbasses. They go, does Google make the iPhone? That's what you should be mad about. Not gay sex.
No, actually, this is what I think it is. I think it's all of, not Republican, not Democrat, all of them together telling America, this is you, America. We're about to fuck you in the ass in 2024.
You think it's a message?
It's a message. It's for everybody.
What's that?
The message is we're about to fuck you in the ass. That is the message. 2024, we're going to fuck you in the ass.
Josh, the medium is the message. The penis. You hear that before? The penis is the message.
Oh.
No, the medium is the message is like a idea of like, I forget. It's like some bullshit art house thing. Who gives a fuck?
But it's just like with that movie that just came out, or the trailer about Civil War.
Oh, the technology apocalypse.
Yeah. So
on Netflix.
If your government basically can dictate what the standard news says, then that means everything has to be filtered through a government spokesperson. Correct?
Right.
Yeah. So it's like, all right, what do we want the people to see? And a lot of these motherfuckers are like us, occult people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I believe in a lot of like fucked up shit.
Like Eyes Wide Shut level stuff?
Yeah. Yeah. And not all of them, but at least the ones that have been there a long, long time. And so they try to show messages. And I think the messages, as society becomes more outrageous, bombastic, you know what I mean? Just needs
fun.
It's like we can't be subtle with it. We literally have to show somebody getting fucked in the ass so they know what's going to happen. So it's like, get ready, America.
You know what? I mean, you make a good point. I don't know if I agree with you on like the scale of the occult stuff.
Yeah.
What I do agree with,
they're having sex in they're fucking in the ass in the set. You're telling me they don't do occult shit? They're doing it.
No, that's just human. That's just guys having fun. And I think this is guys having fun. Hey, Josh, it's locker room behavior.
It's not
this is locker room talk.
It's not disrespectful at all.
I would, and that's what whenever people confront me about my show, and they go, I heard what you said on your show about the Jewish faith. I go, I would never disrespect my workplace.
Yeah.
I'd never disrespect it.
I'm gonna walk in the studio and be fucking your girl in the butt. I'd never disrespect you.
Honestly, that would get more views than what this. I did. Some guys change it up because
shit.
Maybe
But did you know what I'm talking about, the Civil War trailer?
I think I've not seen that. I'm so bad with pop culture, dude. I really have to start.
Texas and California team up to fight
the rest of the country
and Florida too. Florida, Texas, and California.
That's a bad premise.
Yeah.
It's you don't know how it would actually go. Texas would secede, Florida would secede, and then it would be California and the rest of the country versus Florida and Texas. Texas and California hate each other. Anyway.
Well, no, didn't you say they were buying more guns in San Francisco now?
The liberals are buying more guns.
So if you get to a certain point where people get, and there's a lot, the rural areas of California
are very conservative.
Yeah.
I've spent a lot of time in the conservative parts of California.
Yeah.
Very conservative parts of California. I've spent a lot of time in Paso Robles.
And if they have the guns, they can take over.
Bakersfield is pretty conservative. They're not as big. But the most conservative part of California that I've been to is Nancy Pelosi's house.
Oh, shit.
That's the most conservative. They're all, those are the conservatives. The real conservatives are at the top of the Salesforce Tower.
Yeah.
And when they're on their Zoom calls, when they're in the Salesforce Tower, in public, they're like, oh, we need more welfare. We need universal health care for everyone. And then when they get to the top of the Salesforce Tower, that penis in the sky, it's a penis in the sky. Salesforce fucks the sky. That's what that tower represents. They go to the top of the Salesforce Tower, they do a bunch of coke, and they talk about how stupid poor people are. I've heard it. I've been in these rooms.
What's taller, the Indeed building here or the Salesforce building?
The Salesforce building for sure.
Oh, by a lot?
Oh, by far, dude. It's crazy that Indeed even has a building in Austin. What do you do all day at Indeed?
Mm-hmm.
It's done.
Aloft has a huge one.
What?
Aloft has a huge building here.
Aloft. Well, it's a hotel, though.
I know, but I just imagine. I've always seen them small.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
It's not a lot of lofts.
Yeah.
It's a loft, but there's more than one loft. God, comedy's hard. Fuck you guys. You try this shit. It's harder than it looks. That was a bad joke though. Well, that's enough. Okay, that's enough gay stuff. What are we at? Wow, we spent a lot of time on
45
that.
minutes.
Okay. Oh, dude. Okay. We will. Damn it. There's so much shit and not enough time. What do you want, Josh? We got Gen Z military recruits are basically mutinying. They're mutinying.
Oh, let's watch that one.
We also have there's a lot of options though. We have Roseanne goes crazy.
Nah, I'm fine with that.
Okay. Nikki Haley. Yeah, let's watch the army. Let's watch the army one. Okay, yeah, let's do this army one. That's the good one. So if you are not following, there was an ad blocker.
Oh,
Okay, check this out, guys. So if you are, I don't know where you're based. I don't know how you feel about the military. I don't know how, Josh, how do you feel about the military? You like it? You
I
don't
think
like
we
it?
need it.
You think we need a military?
I think we need it, and thank you to everybody who served. Let's not say about that.
Well, I have a little bit of a different opinion.
Yeah.
I will never bleed for oil, and if you do, you're a pussy.
Okay.
And also, no, that's a joke. They fight and die.
Mm-hmm.
Veterans, soldiers, go overseas. They fight and die to protect my right to tell them that it wasn't worth it.
That is true.
And
most people just do it because of the benefits, and they don't know what else to do.
And that's a great segue into Gen Z's complaints about the military. And this is so funny because let's take a step back and really think about this. The state of the military. On the right, people say the military has been overrun with transsexual, genderqueer dog people that wear dog ears
Yes.
and hold AR-15s. I think that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
I want like someone who identifies as like a bird or like a whale to hold an AR-15 and
If they're a
kill.
bird, that helps out so much in the military.
Yeah, if you identify as like
You can fly.
or you identify as like a wolf person,
Well, what branch would you go
vampire?
into if you had to?
Space Force.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to the Space Force,
Yeah.
and I'm drone striking whatever the fuck I want to drone strike.
Yeah.
What about you?
Well,
Air Force?
I'm too old now.
Uh-huh.
I've aged out.
Don't say that, Josh.
No, I've literally aged
We're all
out.
going to get drafted.
Oh, yeah, that's true. If there's not enough
In the
people.
end times, you and I are going to get drafted, buddy.
I would want to go Air Force.
Why? You like planes?
No, I would stay home and I'd try to fix them. That's what I would do.
You'd be you'd be a fighter jet mechanic?
I don't know what I'd be. Right now, I would go Space Force.
Yeah.
I would try to go Space Force.
Well, Space Force is like they just sit around all day. They're not even in the fucking, they just sit around.
But eventually, when the war goes to space,
They're going to,
it'll be fine.
they're going to be called to duty. Here's so on the right, they're criticizing the new generation of military recruits, saying that, oh, they're lazy, they're trying to make the military gay, blah, blah, blah. On the left, there's always been a common, there's been a hatred of the military and generally a lot of criticism. And I thought this story was very interesting. So Gen Z is now being recruited into the military, and Gen Z has some complaints. Gen Z.
Here's the other thing, though. It says the Army fell short of its target by 25%. Millennials were the biggest generation. So if you're Gen Z as a smaller generation, you're not going to continue being able to recruit that many people.
Also, 25% short of a target. They could have just raised the target to something very unrealistic.
Yeah, so percentage-wise, they're not.
Actually, can we look up, before we get into this, can we look up military recruits annually? I do want to see, is our military, growing slower? Because if it is, it could, we'll see. Let's see if it's being, can you go to images? Let's take a look at a chart. Ooh, is that?
Which one?
Oh wait, none of these charts are what the fuck? Facts and figures. Here we go.
Well, that's going to show you how much you get paid.
Oh, I want to know that too. Let's just look at that. Because that's what Gen Z is complaining about. So here we go. Fiscal year 2021. So hey, you want to join the army? Here's what you're looking at. Fiscal year 2021, Army. They hit their goal for Army recruits, I guess.
57,000.
57,500. Army Reserve. They almost hit the 73%.
So that was the 25% they were talking about. They don't have the reserves.
Oh, interesting. So Special Ops, 44. They have 83% of the 5,300. Warrant officers, 149%. Interesting. Medical mission, about 101% recruited. So in the different branches, oh wait, this is an interesting thing. Soldiers designated to kill little brown kids, 200,000% over recruited. That's exciting. Isn't that exciting, Josh?
I guess so.
You know who doesn't get Obamacare?
Who?
Little boys that are drone striked by Barack Obama. You know, Obamacare is actually the name of the missiles that get dropped on. That was, most people don't know that Obamacare is also it's a healthcare package legislation.
Yeah,
but it's also Operation Obamacare, which is what Obama did to the Middle East.
Strategically,
he strategically genocided. That's what America's good at. And that's why, Josh, can we go to Israel for a sec? Let's fly over to Israel and let's think about something. Israel, the genocide's very tacky. It's a tacky genocide. When America genocides, we do it with class. We have class. We use
blankets,
disease, subtlety, and we deny it. That's a classy genocide. Israel's just doing it and that's why everyone's mad. If Israel had a little bit more tact and a little bit more, I don't know, culture in the what are you looking at?
One of the buttons.
I'm just saying, am I wrong? Don't you think the IDF would get more support if they were in suits while they kill people?
What are the kids saying? What are the kids saying? Jeez, dude, what are you doing?
I'm just being real.
Okay.
I'm not pro genocide unless it comes to Marvel Cinematic Universe fans.
Got it. Which they kicked out one of the main villains that was in it
in the MCU. Who was that?
It was the guy that was.
Was it Surfer Man?
No.
Was it a guy named?
It wasn't Silver Surfer. His name is Silver Surfer, not Surfer.
Oh,
Man.
sorry. I hit a nerve with Josh earlier. I said Josh was 5'9".
He goes, "What are you, 5'9"?
And then he pulls out his ID and he goes, "I'm 6 foot." I go, "No, you're not." And I look at the card and it says he's 6 foot, and I'm like, I don't know where you got this fake ID made. But I like the contact because it looks legit.
Jeez, 5'9".
I was fucked. That was really mean of me. Sometimes I'm mean, and I don't even know that I'm being mean.
Yeah.
Is that what autism is? Or am I just aloof?
It's a single child thing.
I'm just being real. I just try to be real all the time.
Is that what it is? Let's see what they said.
Okay. So,
is this it?
No, that's some bullshit. There's every website has just 10 random videos that just want to engage your content. Here we go. So can I read the headline first? Then we'll come back to the video. Okay, ready? U.S. Army faces, quote, TikTok mutiny as Gen Z recruits whine. This is the Daily Mail, so they have a little bit of a bias. Gen Z recruits are whining about low pay, quote, shady, quote, food and fitness tests while on bases in uniform. Brazen posts represent audacious challenges to top brass amid recruitment crisis. One of the posts by the military influencer Anthony Laster slams Army life. Says he spent whole day watching TikToks while supposedly fighting the Taliban.
Okay, so what are you complaining about? You're not fighting the Taliban?
Well,
you know what? I have no leg to stand on here. I wasn't in the military.
Can I say something?
Go ahead.
Anthony Laster is a Gen Z military influencer. He works for the CIA. There's no such thing as a military influencer that's just like in the military, like as a military lifestyle influencer. You are an operative of a state. Is it China? Is it Russia? Is it the US? I don't know what state it is, but you're an operative of a state. You're a spy. Anthony Laster, you're a spy. But let's watch. He's a spy for me. I paid him to make this video. You ready?
Is that one it or the other one?
There's a lot of videos, dude. A lot of people. But this is the one I watched that I think is interesting.
All right.
Ready?
Yeah. I think it's up.
Shit.
Further up. Keep going. A little more. A little more. Right there.
This might just be sound. Yeah, I want. There's one where he talks. I want to hear him actually. One guy actually. Oh, here we go. Ready?
Yeah.
Here's a guy. So Gen Z is complaining. They're in the military. They don't like it. They don't think they're being treated very well.
From the mission that is tasked to us. Reason number 2, family. You will not see your family often. You might see them on holidays.
Could you turn it down a bit?
And that's about it. I can elaborate. Reason number 3, schooling.
Thanks.
Now I know you're like, whoa, that was a benefit. But it's requirements you have to meet first to be able to get to that schooling. So if you're thinking about joining because of schooling, just go to school.
Okay.
Reason number 4, if you're a parent. Now, if you join single and get married and then have kids, that's one thing. But if you're already having a child and you're thinking about joining, don't. You got to think about it. Boot camp is between 6 to 8 weeks. After boot camp, you go to school. That's between 10 days to a year. After that, you go to deployment. That's between...
Wait a minute. 10 days to a year? Some people go to school for 10 days, and some people go to school for a year?
Yeah.
So if you're like a, what's it called? You know, the guys that like they just throw at they're just
private. I don't know.
Their body, like the frontline guys. What are the frontline guys called?
I don't know.
Okay.
I was in the military.
They're like, I've seen a lot of war movies. They just get thrown they just get thrown and they're just like meat shields.
Yeah.
They're like they get thrown into the meat grinder. It's crazy.
I think that was more back then than it is now. I don't know.
Maybe.
Between 8 months to 9 months. Think about how much time you miss with your child. Reason number 5, you do not have 100% say on what you want to do.
Well, yeah. All
And I
these
can
things
elaborate.
I knew this without joining the military.
He goes, reason number 6, ain't no bad bitches in the military.
Oh, I don't know.
Ain't no
that.
baddies in the military.
There's probably a few.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's like goth chicks in the military that are like psyops. It's like a psyop. You've seen those goth chicks in military uniforms that like bounce their titties up and down?
I think that's just like a TikTok video. I don't think they're really in the military.
I mean, I watch it every day. I have it saved. I know the video.
And you salute?
That is actually I'll be honest, very anti-American. Then I saw a goth chick with purple hair in a military uniform bounce her boobs up and down. And I said, we need to go to Iraq and we need to kill those guys. We need to kill those terrorists.
You really like goth?
Yeah, that's my type.
Is this the same one? No, it's the same.
You shouldn't join the army.
You should not join the motherfucking army.
Ooh, he's mad.
One,
I
know what y'all want to hear to pay. Starting off, like, first, like, E1, I'm pretty sure you're making like $1,600 a paycheck, and that's like not what like taxes, state taxes, your GI Bill coming out. That shit not free. You got to pay for that, definitely. Number 2, this shit is very goddamn like physically demanding, and the fucking army don't give a fuck if you fucked up. You better show up to PT, goddammit. Alright, addiction, bro. Caffeine, nicotine, alcohol, everything. You're gonna be addicted to it, everything. You might have some.
I don't know. I don't know about that one.
Yeah.
He goes, he was kind of selling me. He was like, 5 reasons why you shouldn't join the military. Number 1, pay's not that good. A lot of taxes that are you have to pay that you may not have thought. Rule number 2, you injure yourself, they don't give a fuck. You got to show up. Rule number 3, I'm addicted to heroin and nicotine and alcohol. And I'm like, that might be a you thing. And that is an issue with Gen Z. Sometimes it's a youth thing. People are like, man, the world's so fucked up. I can't believe I have to deal with this. Try this out. This is like Gen Z complaints. They'll be like, man, the world's so fucked up, man. Check this out, Josh. I can't believe this happened to me, dude. I was like driving my motorcycle, and like I saw this like tow truck with a ramp, and I went off the ramp, and I fucking broke my neck because I launched off this ramp. And I mean, that's what happens when you live in a world, a late stage capitalistic, systemically racist society, is you launch your bike off a ramp and you break your neck.
Yeah.
And that's what's fucked up. And that's why you shouldn't join the army.
That was a long way around to not join the army.
I try to tie it back.
Yeah.
Let's see. I mean, it's really
do a woman's perspective.
Let's hear a female talk about the military. She looks kind of goth. Oh Christ. I fucking hate TikTok. The sound on this, it's just is there more videos?
I guess not. There's that video.
All right, let's not watch that one. The Daily Mail ads are a nightmare. Let's listen to the reaction from government on these videos. A defense official told DailyMail.com, DoD components are required to review and approve non-official mobile applications for use on government-issued devices. The DoD never authorized the use of TikTok, and several organizations have already banned its download onto its mobile devices. Users are required to sign a user agreement when the device is issued. So they're not allowing people to down. So somehow they're getting TikTok on their phones.
Yeah.
These military army recruits.
They're not supposed to have it on their phone.
But they're not supposed to have it. And that just goes to show the competence of the DoD and our military to create a device that has a gated control on it. They can't even do that.
Well, it could have been their own personal phones.
That is true. Let's see. I mean, here's the punchline, guys, is that the military thinks that this is basically TikTok is using these videos. They're saying that this is Chinese propaganda. And is TikTok a weapon for the Chinese to manipulate American culture? Yes. But these videos are not that. These videos are real American Army recruits complaining about the conditions. And for the DoD to call that...
No, but that's what I thought they were saying that's what they're pushing, though.
Well, that, I guess, is more of a gray area. Because
why wouldn't you?
Maybe if you are China, maybe it would be smart to push this stuff.
Yeah.
But China didn't twist the arms of these people to make these videos.
No, just how they didn't twist the arms of people to dance, and people but that's the algorithm it showed, and more people who never danced before are dancing because TikTok said if you dance, then we'll show your videos. Versus in China, it's about science or math or something that's culture. So it's what the algorithm feeds you is different.
So what you're saying is that if I start complaining about the military on TikTok, I will be famous?
If you're in the military.
Well, looks like I'm joining the Army, boys. I'll see you later. Oh,
you know what you could do to trick it? Like wear an old military outfit, like World War I, or even older than that, like Civil War.
Yeah.
And they don't know the difference between, the algorithm's not going to know the difference between military, what you're wearing.
The types of garments.
Yeah. And then just complain
about World War I conditions.
Yeah.
That's funny. What's up?
You look like a World War I veteran right now. You look shell-shocked.
That's called Adderall, Josh. What's up, guys? It's your boy. It's your pal. It's your pal Sean. I'm in the Army. I got drafted for World War I. We out here. I'm like doing black scent. I should not be doing black scent. It's tough being in the world. It's tough. I thought I'd have a lot of great. I thought it'd be better. I'm getting paid in food.
Yeah.
They're sending me over to Germany to kill the Germans, and my wife's cheating on me. My wife. I'm 21. My wife, who's 14, she's cheating on me.
It's Christmas. I got to play soccer for a little bit.
It's Christmas. I got to play football.
Oh yeah.
Brits.
They still would have called it soccer. Did you ever hear about that?
No.
Where on Christmas Day, they stopped fighting
and they play soccer.
And they played soccer.
Oh, I have heard of that.
And then the next day they killed each other.
That's so sad. It's so, and that just goes to, like
they're kids.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, and also it's like, it's just like System of a Down said it best. Why don't presidents fight the war? Why do they always send the poor? You know, because I mean, the winners of war are Palantir, Raytheon, Sean Riley, Josh Cabaza. These are the winners of war, the victors of war. We enjoy the spoils of war, and we stand in a pool of the poor's blood.
Don't put me in this.
Josh, you're being paid in blood money. You are just as guilty as me.
That's true.
You are just as racist as me. And you agree with everything I've said up through episode 19.
Against my will, yes.
And I'm abusing you, right?
All the time.
Okay.
You gonna catch the mic?
What?
You gonna catch the mic?
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Should we fight? Oh, fuck. We got it. Let me close it out on one little. Let me see if there's anything else that we missed. I wanted, honestly, all this other shit's kind of, let's close it out on something kind of funny. Oh, something quick, something fun.
Oh, yeah.
Let's watch Joe Biden. Let's overnight. We'll close out on this. Joe Biden was in a campaign meeting, a campaign dinner, a dinner with his campaign at his HQ, was on his way to his motorcade when something very crazy happened. So, a car crashes into the motorcade, and it startles him. And actually, that's not why I want to watch the video. I want to watch the video because Joe Biden is not good at clapbacks. Because right before the car crashes, he gets asked a question by a journalist, and his response is cringe. And we're going to watch it. Ready?
President Biden leaving a dinner with staff when all of a sudden.
Let's listen to the. Oh, here we go. Ready? This is a journalist yelling at the President Joe Biden as he's walking towards the motorcade into his SUV.
Quarters in Delaware.
Ready?
Mr. President, why are you losing to Trump in the polls?
He says, you got the wrong polls. But you know what he wants to say is, shut up, you fucking cunt. Shut up. Who are you? Is that you, Jill?
You got the wrong poll.
Is that you, Jill? Who are you? He goes, you got the wrong polls.
Yeah.
Hey, Joe, you got the wrong century, motherfucker. Wrong century, asshole. Hey, Joe, remember when you imprisoned black men for minor possession of drugs and supported the segregation of schools? You fuck. You dead corpse fuck. He should be dead. I'm not condoning for his death. I'm not advocating his death. But the guy is from the past.
Yeah.
And that's a past that I'd like to go to. Because life was better. Life was better.
Not for everybody.
For most people. For everyone that mattered.
Oh, there you go.
I just want, I mean, like, he goes, Joe, why are you losing to Trump in the polls? You got the wrong polls. So, fuck, dude, have a better clapback. You know what Trump would say? You want to know why Biden's losing in the polls? Because he can't do a good clapback. The number one skill of a president is to do a clapback. You can't clap back, you can't be president. That's how you win negotiations.
Well, you can be lovably dumb.
I don't know. That does not go far. That's like Joe Biden's a limp dick.
Nobody thought Bush had good clapbacks, but he was like,
he could dodge a shoe though.
Oh, okay.
He could dodge two shoes.
But wasn't that after? Was that during presidency or after?
I think that was during his presidency.
Okay.
Do you think Joe Biden could have dodged those shoes that were thrown by that guy? I think he would have gotten hit by those shoes.
Yeah, but I don't think it. I don't think it would have affected him.
It wouldn't. I mean, it would be. Yeah, it would not have phased him.
Yeah. Play the crash.
Oh shit! I forgot about the crash.
When all of a sudden, a car plowed into a vehicle that was part of his Secret Service detail. The president appeared startled by the collision.
Dude, he's having a flashback. He's like,
not now.
He's like freaked out, dude.
Secret Service agents hustled him into an armored SUV. The collision.
Dude, this is just him after railing a bunch of his like 8 million pills that he takes every day. He's just like high as fuck. Like, what the fuck? His life must be crazy. His life must
Any
feel like
president.
a dream. Your life feels like a dream.
Or the amount of drugs are probably pumping into him.
Secret Service agents hustled him into an armored
I will say, and people are saying this, the Secret Service did not hustle. Look, the report says they hustled. They did not hustle.
appeared startled
Look at
by
this.
the collision. When all of a sudden,
They don't do anything. They're just like springing into action. This is the Secret Service. And they like
are plowed into a vehicle that was part of his Secret Service detail. The president appeared.
they're not urgent at all. It's like they wanted to die.
Seconds.
Our political payback.
Anyway.
Vladimir Putin
Well, what his voice?
of Russia says that Biden's, and this is a quote, politically motivated persecution of his political rival is very good for Russia because it shows the rottenness of the American political system.
One new poll out of New Hampshire has former Ambassador Nikki Haley in a strong second in the state, following the endorsement of its Governor Chris Sununu.
I'm going to fight.
Who's Chris Sununu?
I think former governor of
New Hampshire.
Following the endorsement of its Governor Chris Sununu.
I'm going to fight.
Governor Chris Sununu. I don't know what state. Fuck. Well, we do have to head out. I will say this. It's again the primary. I want to end the show with this. If you know me, if you know the show, vote early, vote often. Vote in your primaries. Vote locally at your state level, federally. Voting is the most important thing you can do to express your voice in society. And people fight and die overseas for our right, our privilege to vote. So by not voting, you are pissing on their corpse, on their deaths, or pissing on their sacrifice. So, anyway, just again, vote, vote, vote. I'm in American Idol season 34. Vote, vote, vote. The episode airs this Friday. I crushed it. So please vote for me. Links in my bio. When it comes to federal elections, stay home. Guys, that's our show. Thanks for listening. We gotta go. But if you're still listening, I love you. Shout out to my Patreon, your boy A-Rocks. We're getting the Patreon up and rolling again. Closing things. If you want to help the show, give us a review on Spotify and Apple. It helps us in the algorithm and gets us in front of more people. And like, comment, subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. Tell your friend about the show. Let me know in the comments, Nikki Haley or Al Qaeda. You choose. And I'm on the road next year. My dates are up. I'm going to be in Austin, Texas, Dallas, Texas, Phoenix, Arizona, Columbus, Ohio, San Diego, California, Tampa, Florida. We're out here fucking making it happen. I'm adding more cities. DM me on Instagram, Sean Riley Comedy, if you want me to come to your city. I want to make it happen. Just building the hour, trying to do this shit for real, guys. So thanks for listening. You're my loyal 50 listeners. I see you guys, and I know that you're ride or die hoes, and I love that. I'm really hoping that some of you are hate watching. I really hope that some of you are preying on my downfall. And I want you to know that I'm going to ram my dick down your fucking throat when I'm number one.
Oh, shit.
Josh? I've had a lot of coffee today.
Yeah. Check out Comedy Frequency, Black Rabbit, and battlesketches.com.
Sean Show forever. Comedy Frequency forever. Joe Biden forever. All right. Bye.
Bye.